Be good and give in.
Young advantage of me being out on training to secretly poison me. Truly despicable and shameless.
Jiang Lingxi, you've been poisoned by my extreme bliss harmony powder. You must engage in intense sexual activity within half an hour, or your meridians will shatter. And you will explode and die. This time, you can't escape my grasp.
Even if I die violently, I won't let you succeed.
You still dare talk big?
Film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Mountain splitting slash.
How is that possible? In the blink of an eye, you actually took a yellow rank mid-grade mountain splitting slash and instantly elevated it to black rank mid-grade. Even a super genius, as strong as someone at the perfected stage of foundation establishment, cannot do that. You. What kind of monster are you?
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
This. How is this possible?
What are you doing?
Lin Feng. I've been poisoned by a strange poison. Only you can save me. I still have important responsibilities. I cannot die. Now I can only rely on your body to expel the poison for me.
Oh no. My Danshan is completely damaged. I cannot break through the ceiling skill of a mid-stage foundation establishment cultivator at all. I was once a peak titled Daoluo. I never expected to fall so low now, to actually be violated by a woman. It's too shameful. Absolutely must not let anyone know.
Lingshan sect. Disciple selection officially begins. Isn't that Li Siwen? Legend says he is the strongest disciple of this generation. It's highly possible he will become a candidate for the Lingshan Holy Sun. Truly exceptionally talented. Looking across the Divine Ruins continent, those who can make the divine drum sound 5 times are also few and far between. Truly worthy of being the strongest prodigy of this generation.
5 drum sounds. Peerless talent. This is the Quasi Holy Sun level.
Indeed, it's quite similar to the soul tools in the Daoluo Great World that I used. This Zhuangming Divine Drum contains the Dao patterns of the world's operation. Let me use the method from my previous life for operating soul tools to give it a try. I've comprehended it.
This is all the capability you have. An ant like you. We'll stop here.
Five rings.
How is this possible? A sickly person. How could he erupt with such astonishing potential? Could my Dharma I have been mistaken? I spent several high-grade spirit treasures to temper Li Siwen. Only then did he barely manage to make the drum ring 5 times. This ordinary mortal body. How did he do it?
How is that possible? To think that I, Li Siwen, exhausted countless heavenly materials and earthly treasures, and only managed to make the drum ring 5 times. How could you, this piece of trash, possibly do it?
Look quickly. The drum sounds don't seem to be stopping.
Six rings. Divine Sun level.
I've never seen this before. Heavens, look. The drum has already rung 8 times. The screen is about to crack.
8 rings. Oh my god, 8 rings. Quasi Divine Sun level. Heavens.
Quasi-divine son. To be able to become a quasi-divine son, he will surely have boundless glory in the Lingshan sect in the future.
How many years has it been since our Lingshan sect hasn't had a quasi-divine son appear?
9 rings.
The 9th ring. This legendary 9th ring. It's truly incredible.
Legend has it that during the entrance selection, someone who could make the divine drum ring 9 times was the eternal great emperor from 1,000 years ago, Lin Zhenzhao. We have finally waited for someone who can revitalize the Lingshan sect.
Each ring of this Zhuanming divine drum actually corresponds to something like 1 soul ring. Then above the 9 soul rings, there must be a 10th ring leading to the divine realm.
Look. It seems like there's another drum sound about to erupt.
What? The 9th ring is already the limit of the Zhuanming divine drum. How could it still ring?
Just as I expected. Let me show you all the true power of the Daluo Great Emperor's reincarnation.
Impossible.
The 10th ring. Interesting. Another powerful being has appeared.
The so-called, the Tao follows nature, form cycle. This 10th sound contains the operation of all things in the universe. Great Tao patterns. Could it be that his talent has already surpassed the sect master, reaching the level of a divine son?
Oh my god, look. Colored fluctuations are continuously flowing into this young man's body. Zhuanming divine drum is helping him refine his physical body.
It's the Zhuanming divine drum, recognizing its master, to be able to make even the Zhuanming divine drum submit to him. Even the Lingshan sect master couldn't do that.
This young man, his aptitude is extraordinary, established as the Lingshan sect's divine son. A divine son has actually appeared. If the divine son becomes the sect master in the future, then I will surely benefit as well, and be renowned for eternity.
I saw at first glance that he is a peerless genius. Just now, it was all thanks to me, who used the taunting method to force out all of his talent.
I despise. Utterly shameless.
For hundreds of years, my Lingshan sect among the 3 great sects ranked at the bottom. Now that a divine son has appeared, the time for our rise has also arrived.
I actually feel like I've been reborn. My whole body is filled with power.
Congratulations on being established as the Lingshan sect's divine son. Please come with me to meet the sect master.
Wait a moment. He, whose Danshin is destroyed, a piece of trash with no spiritual roots, is unable to activate the Zhuanming divine drum. He must have used some scheme or trick. It must be a cheating method that alerted the divine drum.
You say the divine son cheated? What evidence do you have?
The best evidence is for him and me to have a life and death match. At that time, the truth will be revealed.
Narrated by M Media.
What? Divine son actually took on a mortal body. Took the attack from the Foundation establishment period.
This person is in the initial stage of Foundation establishment, a whole realm higher than me. What's more, my mountain splitting slash, it's just the great accomplishment stage. It's hard to win the competition.
I didn't expect you to have some strength. Can block 30% of my power. But the trial is over. I won't show mercy.
It can burst out in an instant. Such a strong aura. The whole space is shaking. This kid can't stand it. Today is Siwen. Easily defeat this mortal. Replace him, a great opportunity to become a divine son. Siwen, just try your best.
My previous life in Daluo world, carefully cultivate to the peak. But because I have good intentions, in the end, I was murdered by a traitor. Now reborn here. Afterwards, I will kill decisively. Revenge. I want to continue to improve my realm. Another enlightenment of the mountain splitting slash.
do you think? A lower grade yellow rank mountain splitting slash can beat me? With such a weak blade. Not even enough to pick my teeth.
Really? Not easily. Reach the state of perfection. Very good.
Court death. This childish mountain splitting slash. Less hair than me.
Mountain splitting slash.
What is the situation? Lee Si-won, he was actually blown away by the mountain splitting slash, can actually reach the great accomplishment realm. Rapid enlightenment to perfection. Could this be an enhancement to combat techniques? In the legendary.
Why is it another moment? Ascend to the state of perfection. Even if it is a highly gifted demon. It takes several years to master
The
it.
film was translated and narrated by
The Zuonming Divine
Media.
Drum was indeed the right choice. I said the Divine Son is extremely talented.
Impossible. This is impossible. I started practicing during the Foundation establishment period. Zuanji blade skill. How could I be no match for him? Yellow rank low grade blade skill. Impossible.
It must have been a fluke. Once Si-won gets serious, just one finger could crush him to death. Si-won, when you get serious.
You are the only one who can make me, Lee Si-won. A serious waste. Then I will let you die a worthy death. Diamond body protection. Impenetrable by all laws. Unseal. Say it was obtained through cheating. Say it.
His skill is similar to the soul skill from my previous life. Let me use my cultivation memories to take a look. Although I cannot completely comprehend its profound meaning, I can discern the flaws in his blade skill.
Give up resisting.
Si-won, it seems your lightning slash has reached the great accomplishment realm. Seize this moment. Quickly make your move.
Go die.
I see the flaw.
The film was translated and narrated
How is
by
that possible?
Media.
Even at a realm as powerful as yours and mine. It's impossible in an instant to glimpse the flaw in the lightning slash. The Divine Son won. He successfully defeated Lee Si-won.
The Divine Son not only successfully broke the black rank blade skill, but also used only a single introductory move, the mountain splitting slash, to defeat an opponent across realms. His talent is truly unfathomable.
Si-won, wake up quickly, bastard. How dare you injure my reserve disciple? This crime deserves death.
I'm not
The
bastard.
film was translated and
My name is Lin
narrated
Feng.
by Media.
He was clearly the one who kept pressing me. Yet you turn around and want to execute me. You were born as humans. Yet you don't act like humans.
You actually dare to call this old man not human. Young man, I advise you to behave yourself. This true person Tishan actually used his Mahayana realm to bully a key condensation stage cultivator.
Too shameless.
Kneel down.
He can actually withstand true presentations. Pressure for so long. It's incredible.
Still not kneeling down and begging for mercy? Then go die.
I have already died once. Since I can live again. I, Lin Feng, will never kneel for anyone. No one can make me bow my head again. I am Lin Feng.
We must protect this genius, Lin Feng. Presumptuous. The Divine Son's talent has actually alarmed the ancestor.
Greetings, Hongsing ancestor.
The film was translated
Hongsing
and
ancestor.
narrated by Media.
You actually dare to attack the Divine Son. Are you not putting my Lingshan sect rules in your eyes?
Ancestor, this disciple wouldn't dare. But this brat,
Lin Feng was chosen by the Xuanming Divine Drum. As a person of heavenly talent, he is already the recognized Divine Son. You actually dare to openly offend the Divine Son. What crime is this?
this disciple knows my crime.
Then why aren't you quickly apologizing to the Divine Son?
I'm sorry. Esteemed Divine Son, this humble one failed to recognize a great figure. I just wanted to test a little the Divine Son's Tao heart, and wouldn't truly harm you. I hope you can forgive me.
What scheme is this old fellow cooking up now?
Then I'll punish you by sending you to the Lingua Pavilion to water with manure for 3 days.
Okay. I've been good at watering with manure since I was young. I love watering with manure the most.
Lin Feng, come with me to meet the sect master.
Yes.
100 years. Waiting for the Divine Sun to repair his stanchion will almost turn into an old bag of bones. Divine Sun, I have the Chaos Blade art. If the Divine Sun's talent is sufficient, 10 years will be enough.
10 years. Cheng He, how can you speak so wildly?
King He, you, a mere deity transformation realm cultivator, what ability could you possibly have? I see you're not just crippled. Your mind isn't working well either, is it?
Divine Sun, the Chaos Blade art one cultivate, is the supreme art of the Lingshan sect. Can reconstruct your physical body, replacing the dantian with a blade, once you reach the perfect realm. You can also forge the 3 realms #1 immeasurable divine body. Undying blade body.
The dantian can be repaired in 10 years. Then what are we waiting for? Let's take Cheng He as our teacher.
The Chaos Blade art is an extremely difficult blade skill to comprehend. Countless top geniuses once chose to cultivate it but failed to comprehend it. Even more were backlashed by the blade intent. It's simply courting death.
Esteemed ancestors, this disciple is willing to try. Take Cheng He as your teacher. Comprehend the Chaos Blade art on the spot.
What? Comprehend it on the spot? Absurd. Even the supremely talented, eternal great Emperor Lin Zhenjiao, when comprehending the Chaos Blade art, it would take at least several months.
Utter nonsense. And you want to comprehend it on the spot? The mysteries of the Chaos Blade art. It's simply a daydream.
Please, Master, teach your disciple the Chaos Blade art.
Oh no. The Divine Sun's foundation is so poor. I boasted too much just now. Divine Sun, I have already infused the Chaos Blade art into your sea of consciousness. Now you can comprehend it.
Yes, Master. The cultivation method of this Chaos Blade art is gravity. Replacing the dantian with a blade. This is equivalent to the previous life, the Weapon Soul Master's Weapon Soul in the Dalua world. Cultivating the Chaos Blade art. I have comprehended it.
Look quickly. The Divine Sun is still improving.
My heavens. The Divine Sun has reached the 10th level of the Chaos Blade art.
Not only that, the Divine Sun's physical body is being reforged. Already from the mid-stage of key refining, has been raised to the completion stage of key refining. It took me 5 years to barely do it back then.
Too shocking. A 10-level realm increase in 1 day. Even Eternal Great Emperor Lin Zhenjiao couldn't even do that. Our Lingshan sect will surely rise. Weather anomaly. Which great power is this, breaking through to a great realm?
This is too incredible. This phenomenon of the origin of all things, the unity of heaven and man, hasn't been seen for decades. There must be a master in the Lingshan sect who has achieved an ultimate realm through epiphany.
The film was translated and
How about it?
narrated by
Now, Divine Sun, you can take me as your master, right?
No. The Divine Sun's talent is exceptional. Although he has reached the realm of 10 layers in 1 day, that is merely scratching the surface. The cultivation of the Chaos Blade art becomes harder to break through the further you go. Besides the eternal great Emperor Lin Zhenjiao, no one else has been able to cultivate it to the complete realm. Cheng He, you cultivated for 200 years and still didn't succeed. In the end, you even suffered a backlash from the blade intent, destined to spend your life in a wheelchair.
What? The blade intent has a backlash. Why didn't you say so earlier?
Our Lingshan sect has waited for hundreds of years to produce this new Divine Sun. If he cannot succeed, then you, King He, will be the eternal sinner of the Lingshan sect. Divine Sun, I think you should still take this old man as your master. Locking essence and solidifying yang is even more effortless.
Once he fails, then our Lingshan sect will completely lose the hope of rising again. Furthermore, although Qing He is an elder, her seniority within the sect is still shallow. She absolutely does not meet the qualifications to take the Divine Son as a disciple. If you insist on taking him as your master, you can only join as an ordinary disciple. The treatment is worlds apart.
Although cultivating the Chaos Blade art carries great risk, this is the fastest method to help me repair my Danshin. You cannot have both the fish and the bear's paw. It seems I have to take a gamble. Since that is the case, then this disciple is willing to give up the position of Divine Son.
Divine Son what? I heard he's just a mortal, whose Dantian was crippled. Has Master's Dharma been clouded?
Stop.
Who are you?
Since you ask so sincerely, I shall mercifully tell you. To prevent the Lingshan sect from being destroyed, and to uphold the truth in distinction between good and evil in cultivation. I'm Liu Zi.
Liu Zi.
I'm Wang Liang.
Wang Liang.
The Yuji, it's you again.
Junior sister Ying Qi. I've been waiting here for a long time.
These two fools are disciples of true person Taishan from Xiao Yao sect. They often bully us from Qing He sect, but don't be afraid. I'm here.
Little junior sister, you can't refuse. My sincere feelings today. Senior brother, if he doesn't obey you today, I'll tie her up tightly and send her to your cave abode. Hey, did you hear me? Hurry up and come with us.
Are you guys sick? This is the Lingshan sect, not some bandit's den. Why do you think you can do whatever you want?
Damn it. Just because my senior brother is truly devoted to you. Just because your damn master King He is still only at the completion of nascent soul stage, while our master, true person Tishan, has already broken through the nascent soul realm, not making you kneel, is already giving you a lot of face.
I despise. What are you guys? You even want us to kowtow to you.
Senior brother. This little lady, I'll teach her a lesson for you first. Once she's taught a lesson, I'll send her to your bed.
You. Excessive.
A mere key refining stage cultivator dares to be arrogant in front of us early foundation establishment cultivators. Today I'll make you understand the rules.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
No wonder junior sister has always refused to follow me. Could it be that you're that pretty boy? Ying Qi, you're confused. He doesn't even have a danchin. How can he be worthy of you? That's right, he's just a pretty boy. Probably. He's from some big clan. He just has some money. Following behind junior sister, wagging his tail like a dog. Ignorant junior. Junior sister is a beauty blessed by heaven and earth. Is she someone you can climb up to? My black rank cultivation skill has reached great accomplishment. While you, trash without even a danchin, go home and look in the mirror properly. Look at your dumbstruck, cowardly appearance. You must be scared silly, right? Senior brother, I think he wet his pants.
We still need to go to Zhuanshan Pavilion. Let's hurry up. Let's go together.
What? He wants to fight the early foundation establishment cultivators by himself. Is he crazy?
Fool boy. You don't know the immensity of heaven and earth. The black rank cultivation skill we practice, the Tishan sword skill, has reached the great accomplishment realm. It's integrated with the Tishan strike, passed down by master true person Tishan. Still like a crouching tiger. Your head will fall within 2 moves.
Taishan sword skill. Legend says the Taishan sword skill and true person Taishan's Taishan strike share the same origin. Each sword swing is like a giant wave crashing down, killing invisibly. Seeing blood seals the throat.
When he drew his saber, I actually couldn't feel a trace of spiritual energy. As expected, he's a good for nothing. Today I'll let you know what happens to a simp. Die.
The sword energy, unleashed by an early foundation establishment cultivator, is enough to crush all chi refining stage cultivators, especially Lin Feng, who has no dantian at all. It seems he is certain to die.
How is that possible? A mere mortal without even a danchin, relying only on a piece of broken junk metal, he actually blocked the Hwakan sword skill with 5,000 strength. Impossible. Is he really in the key refining stage? Having lost his danchin, he's actually this strong. What kind of monster is he?
What? This is a sign of the 10th level of the Chaos Blade art. How is that possible? Could it be that he reached it right after just starting the 10th level in one day?
It's my turn.
So, under the enhancement of the Chaos Blade art, Lin Feng's mortal body has been reshaped. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth gathered, finally transforming into wind blades. It's actually just a yellow rank low grade blade skill. Yet he unleashed nearly 7,000 jin of strength. The two early foundation establishment disciples were completely crushed. No way. How could I have feelings for someone I just met? I must maintain my composure. I absolutely cannot let him see anything unusual about me.
What are you doing?
I'm just reminding you to. Your pants are wet.
Lin Feng, you.
Do you still dare to harass my junior sister in the future?
Do you still dare to appear in such a disgusting manner in the future?
No, we don't dare anymore. We don't dare anymore. We absolutely don't dare anymore. We'll leave now.
Senior brother, thank you. But we've offended Zhao Yao sect. I'm afraid we've caused big trouble.
Amazing.
Open your dog eyes wide and watch carefully. Thunder Fire Palm.
It's silver light. You need a strength value of at least 1,000 jin for silver light to appear. 3,000. 3,000. This is the level of the late key refining realm. I didn't expect her, at the mid key refining stage, to actually be able to achieve such a strength value.
Junior sister Yankee, congratulations. In just 1 year, you reached a strength value of 3,000 jin. Truly impressive.
Thank you.
What kind of divine weapon will appear?
It's the Fire Kellen sword. As an entry disciple, being able to obtain a mid-grade divine sword from an ancient sword saint is already quite remarkable.
Ignorant. That's the genius crown Prince Li takes you.
$8,000.
8,000. Just a little bit short of reaching the highest strength testing record of the bronze mirror. 9,000 jin. What innate talent. This is something how many key refining disciples haven't achieved in 10 years. Such powerful combat strength.
Taisu.
Not weak at all.
Taisu.
Not weak at all. It seems what I have displayed, my super talent, has already stunned you. How about it, Lin Feng? You are so surprised now, your jaw is almost dropping, right? Heavens! That is from the legendary continents. Ultimate divine weapon. Legend says, the Prince of Shabak City used it when slaying the dragon god. Ultimate divine weapon. Legend says, when he swung his blade, he could sweep through 999 key refining cultivators. Lin Feng, you were a divine son for at least a day. Why not show your strength? For everyone to see.
Today, when competing with the disciple from Zhao Yao sect, the strength value Lin Feng unleashed should have been 7,000 jin. If, in front of everyone, he loses to Li Taishu, he will definitely be given the title of the weakest divine son in history. He will likely become a laughingstock for hundreds of years.
I heard your master cultivated for half a year to reach the first layer of the Chaos Blade art, but you just started. I presume you haven't even entered the initial stage of the Chaos Blade art. I'll just wait and see to watch the joke of you, this piece of trash.
I originally planned to choose a weapon discreetly, but you insisted on forcing me. Alright, then I will fulfill your wish. And make a big splash.
This punch is about to be thrown. Yet I still can't feel the spiritual energy he's mobilizing. With such poor talent, I'm afraid even the bronze mirror won't react. Senior brother takes you. You are mistaken. He is someone who can make the divine drum ring 10 times a divine sun. We should believe him. How is that possible?
One is belittling, the other is praising to kill. Two scoundrels, they cooperate quite well.
As expected, the bronze mirror didn't react. A divine son who can't even have his strength value measured is truly a great joke to the world.
This is bad now. Senior brother this time is really going to become a laughingstock for 100 years.
It's also golden light. I wonder how much key value there will be. No need to panic. Even if it's golden light, I'm still confident of victory. After all, my strength has already reached the great completion stage of key refining.
10,000.
What? 10,000? Heavens! The record of the Black Tortoise Spirit Orb has been broken? What kind of talent is this? Too amazing.
Based on the current key value measurement, Lin Feng in just a single day has already reached the perfected stage of key refining. This is definitely the aptitude of a divine son.
Only 10,000. If it were me in my previous life, a mere Black Tortoise Spirit Orb, I could shatter it instantly. I wonder when I'll be able to recover my strength.
Damn it, I cultivated diligently for a year, secretly ate dozens of Master's Enlightenment God pills, only then reaching the great completion stage of key refining. I never expected that just like this. Lin Feng, who only cultivated for one day, would completely crush me. The divine weapon is starting to recognize its master. What kind of divine weapon is it?
Could it be that divine weapon?
The film was translated
This.
and
How is this a
narrated
rusty,
by
broken
MV.
blade?
A broken blade? It doesn't even count as low grade. You trash. Why don't you take this useless blade and quickly go to the kitchen area on Spirit Mountain and chop meat?
Although this broken blade looks like a piece of scrap metal, I can faintly sense that it contains some kind of spiritual energy. It must be an abandoned ancient divine weapon. It's
What? This scene is so familiar. Could it be? Is he going to achieve enlightenment on the spot again?
We have seen it before. Lin Feng achieved sudden enlightenment on the spot regarding the Chaos Blade art. But this is the blade intent of the ancient Great Emperor. Looking across the entire Saint Realm, no one can comprehend its profound meaning. For him, who is only at the key refining stage, impossible. This Lin Feng is actually refining the dragon-slaying blade. Although this child's talent is extraordinary, how can he be so arrogant as to refine on the spot the ancient Great Emperor's dragon-slaying blade? Even someone as strong as me, Zhangmi, also needs to rely on the spiritual energy of heaven and earth to refine it. Even so, I still took several decades to forge a high-grade magic tool.
It was in vain that I thought so highly of him before. I didn't expect that now he would actually give up the position of divine son. And actually, while still in the key refining stage, he would arrogantly begin to refine an ancient divine weapon. This is simply grandstanding. Utterly foolish.
Finally, the refining is complete.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Just putting on a show. I couldn't see any spiritual energy flowing on this blade at all. Isn't it just a piece of junk? Don't think that just by gesturing a couple of times, you've successfully refined it. Who are you trying to fool? That's right. I think he's just putting on a show for ghosts. Trying to fool ghosts. Even someone as strong as the Foundation establishment stage also needs to use key to refine weapons. You, a good for nothing without a danshin, how could you possibly succeed in refining it? It's simply impossible. That's right. This blade is very likely a top-grade divine weapon.
Lin Feng actually succeeded in refining it. That's right, and even refined it into a top-grade one. Truly worthy of the divine son's potential. Oh my god. Did this old man see wrong? How could this Lin Feng so easily refine a top-grade divine artifact?
As expected of the disciple I, Zuanji, favor. I said before that Lin Feng has world-shaking talent. Refining the ancient great emperor's dragon-slaying blade is even less of a problem. I'm quite accurate at judging people, aren't I?
I despise. Shameless. Utterly shameless.
So, just now during the refining process, my consciousness and the dragon-slaying blade resonated with each other. The dragon-slaying blade transformed into a blade spirit form and poured into my body, forming the rudimentary shape of a blade martial spirit. It also caused my physical body to be reforged once again.
To think he could just rely on intent and forge a divine weapon. Even mighty figures above the Mahayana realm. It would also take 10 years, or even 100 years. Unexpectedly, the Divine Son actually broke this rule. In the blink of an eye, he made an ancient divine weapon, covered in dust for 1,000 years, radiate light. Truly exceptional talent. Our Lingshan sect has hope of rising.
My heavens, could this be his talent? Such extraordinary comprehension is too terrifying. Refining weapons using intent is extremely difficult. Even Golden Core stage cultivators with super talent absolutely cannot do it. What kind of monster is he?
This kind of weapon martial spirit in my Daluo grade world isn't even considered mid-tier. It seems I still need more experience. Find a stronger divine saber and cultivate the Danshin blade body. Otherwise, repairing my Danshin will be a distant prospect.
What? Even though he forged a top-grade divine weapon, he actually seems to be still not very satisfied. His demands on himself are too strict.
Lin Feng, quickly grow up and become a great emperor. The Lingshan sacred realm is waiting for you to help it rise. Lin Feng, the most formidable. Lin Feng, the most formidable.
Junior sister.
Lin Feng is amazing. Sorry, senior brother Taisu. You're already outdated. The one we all like now is senior brother Lin Feng.
No wonder the junior sisters are infatuated with him. Even I'm a little impressed by him. The Saintess has arrived. Make way, make way.
Wang Menglu, the Saintesses of the Lingshan sect.
Senior brother, this is true person Taishan's eldest disciple, Wang Meng Lu, one of the saintesses of the Lingshan sacred realm. Her personality is arrogant and domineering, and she constantly bullies us from Qinghe sect. She's extremely detestable.
There's a good show to watch this time. Her younger brother, Li Siwen, was humiliated by Lin Feng. Given Wang Menglu's arrogance, she will definitely cripple Lin Feng. Wang Menglu has already entered the late Foundation establishment
The film
realm,
was
while Lin Feng is still only in the key
translated
refining
and
stage.
narrated
The
by
difference in
M.
strength
Media.
between the two sides is too vast. Lin Feng is probably going to be unlucky.
You are Lin Feng?
That's right.
My brother Li Siwen is a Foundation establishment early stage cultivator with extremely high talent. How could he have lost to someone like you, a key refining stage waste? This Sengsus has always been merciful. Just crawl over publicly and lick my shoes clean. In the future, whenever you see someone from our Xiaoyao sect, kowtow and bow. Then I will consider letting you off. How about it? Wang Menglu, you've gone too far. Although you are Sengsus. The Sacred Realm also has sect rules. Zhuanshan Pavilion is a solemn place, not a place for you to cause trouble. Lingxi, you actually dare to protect a waste who doesn't even have a danshin. Has your brain been kicked by a donkey? Lin Feng has the talent of a divine son. He is of my Lingshan sect, a genius rarely seen in 100 years. His character is noble. And although you are a Sengsus, but regardless of talent or virtue, compared to Lin Feng, you are too far behind. I am of the Lingshan sect, a Sengsus with extremely high talent. I am speaking to you, and you actually think you're something special?
If you have something, come at me.
What kind of thing are you? You dare speak to me like this? Without the position of divine son, you are just a cripple. The Sengsus only needs to wave her sleeve and can crush you into dust.
Truly a femme fatale, Wang Menglu is at the late Foundation establishment stage. The difference in strength is too great.
What?
How is this possible? He actually blocked it. Wang Menglu's powerful strike.
The power of Wang Menglu's 7-star radiant sword was enough to split open a palace. But Lin Feng is clearly superior. To think he only used a nameless broken blade to block such a powerful strike.
The ancient rune seemed to be the mark of the eternal great emperor. Could it be that what he holds is the heaven-extinguishing dragon-slaying blade?
The heaven-extinguishing dragon-slaying blade.
The heaven-extinguishing dragon-slaying blade? It is a lost ancient divine weapon. Legend says the eternal great emperor Lin Jingzhao used this blade to slay the primordial demonic Luo and conquered the entire divine ruins continent in one fell swoop. So what? The heaven-extinguishing dragon-slaying blade has long been covered in dust for 1,000 years. The spiritual energy within this blade is also completely depleted. You are merely a mere key refining stage, and what you hold is nothing but scrap metal. I thought dealing with an ant like you would only require a few casual moves and I could make you grovel. It seems I underestimated you. Then let me show you my true strength.
Could she still be hiding her strength?
It's the spirit concealing bracelet.
Spirit concealing bracelet.
That's right. So Wang Menglu has been using the spirit concealing bracelet to suppress her cultivation level, judging from such powerful spiritual energy fluctuations. Her strength must have already reached the peak foundation establishment stage.
In that case, isn't it very dangerous?
Lin Feng, I advise you to surrender obediently right now. Because after the spirit concealing bracelet is removed, the powerful spiritual energy that erupts is something even I cannot control. I advise you to prepare for death.
Come on.
Since that's the case, then I'll send you on your way. Let's finish this.
The Saintess has already unleashed her strength at the peak foundation establishment stage, yet she still cannot phase any of Lin Feng's sharpness. This is to heaven defying. Lin Feng is probably the strongest key refining stage cultivator in history.
Looking at Senior Brother's recent spiritual energy outburst, his strength must have increased significantly again.
So Lin Feng, just now, while refining the divine weapon, with the dragon-slaying blade spirit, resonated. Once the blade spirit recognizes a master, it will pour the spiritual energy within the blade into his body. Not only did it remold his physical body, but it also strengthened his foundation. It is estimated that Lin Feng's current spiritual power has reached at least the 7th heaven. I never expected a mere nobody like you would actually be qualified to be my opponent. Just now, my sword intent was not about killing, but about trapping. Cancun transforms into Ki. The malevolent sword image floats in myriad forms. The heavenly dipper 6-pointed star appears. So Wang Menglu was fainting. In the battle just now, she seemed to be using a full-strength strike. But in reality, she secretly set up this 6-pointed star sword formation that controls the void.
6-pointed star sword formation.
It comes from the continent of glory, from the strongest female sword immortal, Charlotte's secret transmission, a high-grade yellow rank sword skill. Legend has it that cultivators below the golden core stage, trapped by this sword formation, none have ever survived. The 6-pointed star sword formation has been infused with my extraordinary sword intent. Once trapped, you will be unable to move, becoming a lamb waiting to be slaughtered.
This formation is very powerful. If I remain trapped like this, I will surely become a lamb waiting to be slaughtered. I wonder if I can use the memories of my cultivation from my previous life to break this formation. Formations of this type, their profound mystery is to infuse soul power into the formation, unless the cultivator is above the Mahayana realm. Otherwise, their Tao heart is extremely easy to shake. If her will is shaken, the sword formation will break without attack.
Look at the situation now. How can Senior Brother still be so calm and composed and close his eyes?
That's not it. Although I don't understand the reason behind it. But last time when he defeated Li Siwen, Lin Feng was also like this. I hope he can think of a way to break the formation.
Today is different from the past. The Saintess's strength has long surpassed Li Siwen. Lin Feng won't be able to stir up any waves either. It's just a death throw.
Die.
Xiaolu.
What did you call me?
Xiaolu. Don't you remember me? That night. Our intimate and warm.
What nonsense are you talking about? I've never seen you before.
Xiaolu. Do you really not remember me? That night. We used white gauze as a screen. The earth as our bed. We were intimate for a whole. We're intimate for a whole night.
Oh my god. This saintess is so promiscuous. I didn't expect that.
That's not true. Don't talk nonsense.
I won.
Shameless. How dare you disturb my Dao heart?
Mountain splitting slash.
So, activating the Heavenly Stellar 6-point formation requires complete concentration. Once the mind is disturbed, the spiritual energy of the sword formation will weaken. Therefore, Senior Brother's absurd remarks just now were actually intended to shake Wang Menglu's Dao heart. Senior Brother is indeed resourceful and clever. I think Wang Menglu has exhausted her tricks.
The story was made up so realistically.
The film was
Miss,
translated and narrated
Your six senses
by
are impure and your Dao heart is not for. The path to attaining Da and becoming a saint is likely long and arduous.
Lin Feng! I, Wang Menglu, am inferior in skill. I willingly concede defeat.
Miss, dispense with the formalities. We are both disciples of the Lingshan sect. Why be so harsh to each other? I hope that in the future we can encourage each other and verify the great Dao soon. Junior sister, senior sister Lingxi, let's go.
Please wait. I, Wang Menglu, will accompany you and follow you until you attain the great Dao. What do you think? I didn't hear wrong, did I? She is the Lingshan sect's most arrogant senses, whom disciples from the 4 great sects competed to win over Wang Menglu, is actually going to be Lin Feng's pursuer?
No, thank you. My qualifications are still shallow. You are not yet qualified to follow me.
I once swore, whoever defeats me in a match, I will follow them to the death. But I have one condition.
Speak freely.
In the future, when my cultivation reaches a certain realm, I want to have another match with you. If I win, you will become Wang Menglu's follower.
That's somewhat interesting. I agree. Xiao Yao set.
Master. It must be good news. Presumably Lin Feng has been torn into 10,000 pieces by the saintess, right? No, not only did Lin Feng take the saintess as his follower, moreover, he also obtained an ancient divine weapon. The heaven-extinguishing dragon-slaying blade. What? The heaven-extinguishing dragon-slaying blade? That is the sacred artifact of my Lingshan sect. If we seize this blade, we will surely restore the reputation of my Xiaoyao sect. It's time to let that brat witness the might of the Mahayana realm and its terrifying power.
The film was translated
Chingy
and
says.
narrated by M Media.
Disciple, your innate dancing is completely damaged. Even if you cultivate according to the Chaos Blade art, it would take at least 50 years to repair your dancing. Since you have a deep connection and profound destiny with the eternal great emperor Lin Zhenjiao, then this master will impart to you an ancient cultivation method, the undying blade body. It can help you find another path to quickly repair your dancing. I have now transmitted the cultivation method into your sea of consciousness. Its profound meaning is to use the blade as the dancing to replace your damaged dancing, thus forging the boundless divine physique of man and blade as one. The undying blade body.
Master, how long will it take to cultivate the undying blade body?
You must at least reach the completion stage of the undying blade body. However, with your talent, this master believes you will definitely be able to repair your dancing within 5 years.
5 years. That's too long.
You think 5 years is long? This is already divine speed. And how long do you want it to take?
1 day.
1 day. The undying blade body is one of the most difficult cultivation methods to practice on my divine runes continent. Even the exceptionally talented Eternal Great Emperor would absolutely not be able to.
This disciple is willing to try.
This master knows you are eager to reconstruct your dancing. But wine must be drunk 1 sip at a time, and roads must be walked 1 step at a time. Taking too big a step will easily strain your groin. Back then, when this master first glimpsed the threshold, it took a full 10 years. Haste makes waste. From now on, follow this master and practice diligently. I guarantee within 5 years. He has actually already glimpsed the threshold. How is that possible? just glimpsing the threshold, that's all. Back then, this master only took 10 days.
Master, didn't you say 10 years?
What 10 years? You must have misheard.
The cycle of the heavens repeats. All methods circulate, blunt its sharpness, untangle its complexities, harmonize its light, merge with its dust. Only the great Tao is formless.
Unexpectedly, he has already reached the minor completion realm. The minor completion realm is only the initial verification stage. Going further will be even more difficult to cultivate in one day. Even if you have world-shaking talent, it's still far from enough. Causing the spiritual energy between heaven and earth to circulate. This is a sign of achieving the great completion realm. Looking at the entire history of cultivation, who else has such an exceptionally high realm?
This is unbelievable. He triggered such a rare heaven and earth phenomenon. Another expert at the Lingshan sect has achieved enlightenment to the ultimate realm. Why did I say another?
Using only one day, he cultivated to the great completion realm. Even the eternal great emperor could hardly reach it. What truly incredible talent.
I didn't expect that my Lingshan sect would
The film
actually
was
produce
translated
an
and
unprecedented,
narrated by M Media.
peerless prodigy. Rising up truly as hope now. I think this should be his limit, right? Thinking back to Cheng He, cultivating to the great completion realm also took her over 10 years. I didn't expect the Divine Son to complete it so easily in one day. What a truly unprecedented miracle. What a pity he didn't join my Hongxing. Otherwise, my Hongxing would produce another of the level of Chun Heonan. Adieu, you, O blade immortal.
Great! Now the dragon-slaying blade is one with you. The process of rebuilding the saber body is the key moment for you to reconstruct your Danshan. Disciple, you must not waver your Tao heart. Concentrate your mind and cultivate your heart. Quickly condense your Danshan. I, your master, will lend you a hand.
So the dragon-slaying blade is using heaven and earth spiritual energy to rebuild its body. During this process, I also seem to feel the spiritual energy within my body is gathering in front of my chest.
I spent 100 years extracting the spiritual liquid and it's all here. Now let's see how much the saber can absorb. Unexpectedly, it's still not enough. As expected of something left behind by the eternal great emperor, a top-grade divine weapon, it can actually accommodate so much. Spiritual energy essence. Lin Feng can actually control the dragon-slaying blade to absorb the spiritual energy of all things for him. How did he tame the dragon-slaying blade that stands proudly among all heavens and myriad realms? Lin Feng! Now the dragon-slaying blade, the spiritual energy fluctuations it emits, are equivalent to constantly enduring the pressure of the golden core stage. Hurry and stop. Once your physical body can't bear it, then you will be by this blade. Crushed.
No. I can still endure. I must recast my Danshan to become the strongest mortal cultivator in history. Return to the northern underworld continent and slay the evil dragon. I will not rest until I avenge this.
The spiritual power in my body. Why is it suddenly being drained? Who exactly did this?
Nine heavens thunderclap. Dragon slaying and recasting. A single blade transforms into the heavens. Eternal existence. The dragon slaying blade has finally appeared. The dragon slaying blade actually merged into Lin Feng's body. He really succeeded in refining it. The perfect realm of the undying blade body succeeded in refining the initial undying blade body. If this matter were to spread, it would definitely shock the entire cultivation world. Disciple, congratulations on recasting your Danshan. From now on, you won't need to condense your Danshan to cultivate anymore, but take the blade as your body and transform your Danshan into the world's origin. Use the world's intent to improve your realm. The stronger the blade intent, your realm will improve faster. Under the enhancement of the Undying Blade body, your strength value has already exceeded 10 times that of cultivators of the same realm, even a dozen times. The spiritual energy in your body now is immense. Needs your meridians expanded to channel it. Your master, have already arranged a medicinal bath for you. Hurry and go.
The medicinal bath before the last realm breakthrough was likely something from slightly over 1,000 years ago. It feels really good.
Lin Fog! Tonight, I will serve you. Let you experience the bliss of dual cultivation.
Break. You are not Wan Menlu at all. Who exactly are you?
I have already mastered the beauty skill to such an exquisite degree. Even cultivators at the nascent soul stage.
Even cultivators at the nascent soul stage have been seduced by me and were within my grasp. You, a mere brat at the foundation establishment stage. How did you see through my disguise?
No matter how superb your beauty skill is, there is one thing you can never change.
I originally intended to quietly take the dragon-slaying blade and spare your life. Who would have thought you actually cultivated the Undying Blade body? Then I'll just have to destroy your Danshin and take the dragon-slaying blade.
You truly brought this upon yourself.
I am a cultivator at the Mahayana stage. Killing you, a mere early foundation establishment cultivator, is as easy as crushing an ant. I advise you to destroy your Danshin yourself and hand over the dragon-slaying blade. Otherwise, once my Hwaken hand is unleashed, in an instant, it will turn you to dust.
True presentation. How could it be you? I despise you, a dignified Mahayana state cultivator, and the master of a sect. Do you think this act of bullying the weak isn't shameful?
Impudence. This old man will teach you today how to respect your elders. Although my Hwaken hand only unleashed less than 1/10 of its power, even so, even a cultivator at the Golden Core stage would be turned to dust. Lin Feng, you are indeed a prodigy. What a pity that you apprenticed yourself to that good-for-nothing King He and opposed me. If you had joined my Tishan sect, I could definitely help you use the Tishan strike to verify the Great Dao.
True person Tishan, if you insist on taking my Danshin, I advise you to turn back.
Just putting on an act. This old man taking your Danshin is as easy as taking something from one's pocket. My Tishan skill has already damaged your Danshin. Within 3 days, you won't be able to use it a second time. Now you are just a lamb waiting to be slaughtered.
What should I do? Now that master is in seclusion, this time I'm likely doomed.
Even if you want to refine a heaven-extinguishing dragon-slaying blade, it won't help you break through to the Mahayana stage.
This is strange. How did this brat know that I wanted to melt down a divine weapon to raise my cultivation level?
True person Tishan, your problem lies in your eagerness for quick success. Swallowing a large amount of forbidden spiritual medicine to increase your cultivation, even if it can temporarily raise your cultivation level, it will only cause damage to your spiritual root.
Nonsense.
Has senior brother gone mad to actually rely on such foolish methods to stall for time?
Today will be the day you die.
Only need to clear one spot, and you can break through to Mahayana. Break through to Tribulation Crossing.
Still dare to play tricks on this old man. A mere end of the foundation establishment stage, yet still presume to guide this old man's cultivation. I see you as a toad sitting in a medical hall, impersonating a medical immortal. If I don't grind you to dust today, I won't be called true person Tishan.
Let me ask you one more question. Do you often feel unstable meridians, weak spiritual roots, and often have symptoms of being unable to maintain firmness?
Nonsense. This old man's spiritual roots are stable and hard as fine iron. Even after decades of continuous debauchery, I can still stand tall and firm.
Being stubborn is useless. Your turbid energy has already corroded your Danshin. It won't be long before you suffer Ched deviation. I don't believe it. Go check it yourself.
How could this be?
That's because you greedily consumed too many forbidden spiritual medicines, leading to the corrosion of your danshin by turbid energy, and you also excessively indulged in dual cultivation without restraint, causing damage to your spiritual roots. If you don't expel the turbid energy soon, within 3 years, not only will your realm not improve, but you will also suffer Che deviation.
Is there still a cure?
You've already lived for 3,000 years. That's enough.
This? Lord Divine Son, you are magnanimous. I humbly request you to show mercy and guide me out of my confusion.
For me to agree is not impossible. From now on, you must not come to our Qinghe sect to cause trouble.
No problem. As long as you are willing to save me, I'll listen to whatever you say.
Focus your intent on your danshin. Remember my incantation. The primordial spirit in stillness moves grandly. The 6 roots are without leaves, achieving circulation.
To be able to spar with Wuji
The film
sense,
was translated
top-ranked Deng
and
Xiaobin.
narrated by M Media.
I'm afraid for trash like you. This is the most glorious moment of your life.
Who are you calling trash?
Young lady, I wasn't targeting you. I mean, everyone present is trash.
Too arrogant. Today, I, the Sanctus of Lingshan sect, will teach you a lesson.
Since you want to bring shame upon yourself, I shall grant your wish.
My 6-pointed star sword can kill without a trace. You better bring a coffin, lest your corpse be exposed in the wilderness after death.
I didn't expect these words to come from a weakling's mouth. It's truly laughable.
What kind of monster is this? My spiritual energy is completely suppressed by him.
The 6-pointed star sword's momentum is like a long rainbow, swift as lightning. Disciples of the same realm cannot withstand it. This kid lightly raised 2 fingers and blocked this sword strike. His strength is terrifying. I originally didn't want to bother with you, but you insisted on forcing me to act. There's really nothing I can do about a foolish girl like you.
How dare you look down on me?
I'm not playing with you anymore.
This kid, although his tone is arrogant, is indeed a genius. His estimated strength value has reached over 30,000 gem, even Lin Feng might not be his match.
Young lady, why are you injured? It truly pains my heart to see you hurt. How about coming to my room tonight? My medical skills are very excellent.
A dignified sect disciple actually speaks such vulgar and filthy words. Truly shameless.
What? This weakling young lady also wants to come and spar with me?
Let's go together.
What? The top disciples of Lingshan sect were defeated by him so easily? Deng Xiaobin has already entered the early golden core stage. Ten Menglu and Yingqi cannot defeat him. I didn't expect the disciples of Lingshan sect to be so easily defeated. My disciple hasn't even used his full strength yet. Not a single one can fight. Kicking down to weaklings really gives no sense of accomplishment.
Damn it.
I am someone who cherishes women. I originally wanted to invite you to my room tonight as a guest. But not only did you not appreciate it, you repeatedly kept pressing. Then don't blame me for being ruthless.
Hold on.
You nameless nobody. Which hole did you crawl out of this time?
He is the strongest disciple of our Lingshan sect, capable of making the Zhuaming Divine Drum recognize him as its master.
The
This
film was
weakling?
translated
He can also
and
make the Zuoming
narrated
Divine Drum
by
recognize him as its
M-Media.
master? I think your sex drum should be taken back and properly repaired.
Let me, a disciple who just joined the sect a few days ago, Lin Feng. Command meet you.
Why did Lin Feng accept the challenge? Even if he's a genius, it's hard to compensate for the flaw of his damaged Danchin. His current strength value doesn't even qualify him to compete. Recklessly competing will only lead to Deng Xiaobin slaughtering him.
That's right. Lin Feng only joined the Lingshan sect a few days ago. This match is still too dangerous for him.
You said you just joined a few days ago?
Less than 3 days.
Just started 3 days ago? I see you, this weakling, haven't even fully learned how to cultivate ki, right? Those two just now were trash. And you're the fighter jet among trash. I don't think you're that strong either. As for petty individuals like you, I could stomp 20 of them to death consecutively, without even breaking a sweat. Then I'll just stand still and defeat you. That arrogant look on your face is really annoying.
Lin Feng actually, with bare hands, blocked Deng Xiaobin's attack. Not only that, judging by the strength, Lin Feng even slightly suppressed him.
How is that possible? Deng Xiaobin is in the gold stage realm. In terms of cultivation realm, the two are worlds apart, according to the normal plot development. Lin Feng should have been shattered to pieces long ago. Could it be that he has a protagonist's halo? How could this happen? That palm strike just now, I used my full strength, but I was still suppressed by him. Among this pile of weaklings, you are the only one who makes me serious. However, the moment I draw my sword, you will already be a corpse.
The Wuji Divine Palm is just Deng Xiaobin's regularly used black rank skill, while the mysterious sword skill of unknown name is his ultimate killing move.
It is said that everyone who has seen his sword skill has been killed by
The
it.
film was
None have survived.
translated and
Today,
narrated by
I will
M
use your
Media.
blood to feed my sword of storms. Is this the sword of storms? From Demacia? How is it in his hands?
Sword of Storms?
Not bad. This sword is made from extreme cold mystery ice, containing the terrifying power of Demacia. This sword must drink blood when drawn. Otherwise, it will never return to its sheath. Legend says the strongest martial artist, Garen, relied on this sword to ambush junglers in the bush. With his ultimate feint skill, he swept across the continent of Demacia. Legend says this sword in the bush can unleash immense power. Even without it, it's enough to cleave Lin Feng into pieces.
Then Lin Feng is in grave danger, isn't he?
Demacia is here. I am coming.
Senior brother, be careful.
Such overbearing sword energy can practically shake Mao Tai. Yes, high-speed rotation drives the supreme sword energy. With the boost from rotation, the sword energy's power doubles.
Lin Feng, be careful.
Well done, Lin Feng. If we don't extinguish this guy's arrogance, he'll really think our Lingshan sect is easy to bully. But this is too incredible. He only joined 3 days ago. Someone like me who joined 3 years ago is trash like a weak chicken in front of him. What? Lin Feng actually used just one hand to break the Sword of Storms. You should know this sword strike is enough to cleave the main hall in half. I, Deng Xiaobin, have slain countless golden core stage experts. In the same realm, I seek defeat alone. I once despaired. If in this life, I can no longer find a worthy opponent, I would enter seclusion forever. But fate plays tricks on people. To think a rat like you is actually qualified to be my opponent. It's truly surprising. Just now, I only used 30% of my power to test your cultivation method. Next, I will use my full power.
Yes. Although Lin Feng blocked Deng Xiaobin's sword strike, the huge gap in cultivation levels between the two is still difficult to overcome.
Then let you taste the might of my perfected Sword of Storms.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Looking across the Divine Ruins continent, no one has been able to block Deng Xiaobin's high-grade black rank sword art. The profound meaning of the sword art is to use the sword manual to awaken the power of Demacia within the sword, thereby forming the power of 10,000 blades like a storm. One sword thrust unleashes 10,000 swords simultaneously, not to mention the foundation establishment stage. Even body cultivators at the Golden Core stage would probably be shattered into 10,000 pieces, reduced to ash and smoke. Lin Feng. Even if you have 9 lives, it won't be enough to die. Demacia is here. No, impossible. With the boost of Demacia's power, my sword is invincible. Even Golden Core stage cultivators would be instantly killed by me. Why is a mere foundation establishment stage cultivator so heaven-defying? Could it be that he secretly sent a fruit basket to the scriptwriter? It's the Undying Blade body. Impossible. Even the ancient great emperor Lin Zhao needed decades of time to initially prove the realm. Lin Feng actually in less than 3 days reached an unprecedented height. He can no longer be described as a genius. He's simply a monster. What domineering spiritual energy pressing down on me, making me completely immobile. What kind of monster is he?
This is the Chaos Blade art, the effect of the 30th layer, plus using a divine weapon as a dantian, the Undying Blade body forged. No less than any Golden Core stage body refinement.
Nice hit. To strong, it's only been 3 days, and he's already that powerful. Since the beginning of chaos, I have never seen such a heaven-defying disciple. In less than 10 years, his cultivation might surpass all the saints in the Divine Ruins continent. Impossible. How could you so easily withstand my storm of 10,000 swords? I want you dead. Wait. If your skill is inferior, you should admit defeat. Incompetent rage is useless. Today's match. My Wuji sect admits defeat. However, Lin Feng, don't get too happy too soon. Sooner or later, a disciple of my Wuji sect will crush you to death.
I, Lin Feng, will definitely accompany you to the end. This is bad. My Lingshan sect is about to face a great calamity. The demon star calamity has descended. A great catastrophe has arrived. In order to stop this catastrophe, I must find a way to cultivate the ultimate Undying Blade body.
Speak. Where is Lin Feng? Lingshan. Sect. Lin Feng. We meet again.
Master, how can I quickly cultivate the ultimate Undying Blade body?
The ultimate Undying Blade body is the Divine Ruins continent's #1 boundless divine body for thousands of years. Except for the eternal great emperor Lin Zhao, no one has been able to cultivate it successfully. To cultivate the ultimate Undying Blade body also requires serendipity. Some people cultivate the Chaos Blade art to the 70th layer and succeed. But some people cultivate the Chaos Blade art to the 100th layer and can never comprehend it in their lifetime. There is also another method, which is to take the 5 Viscera returning origin pill to quickly condense the dantian within your body, thus allowing you within a short period to cultivate the ultimate Undying Blade body.
5 Viscera returning origin pill.
Although this 5 Viscera returning origin pill is a legendary supreme grade medicinal pill, but its pill formula has been lost for 1,000 years. Even the Divine Ruins continent's most top-tier pill treasure pavilion has never refined even one.
5 Viscera returning origin pill. The name isn't very familiar. However, in my previous life in the Daluo Great World, my pill refinement skills were also at the titled level, and the pill formulas were deeply ingrained in my mind. If I take the pill formula to the pill treasure pavilion, perhaps I can refine the 5 Viscera returning origin pill. Master, where is the pill treasure pavilion?
Greetings, Pavilion Master. Lin Feng of Lingshan sect requests an audience.
I, Lin Feng, have something to ask of you.
What is it about?
I wish to borrow a cauldron from the Pill Treasure Pavilion to refine the 5 Viscera Returning Origin Pill.
5 Viscera Returning Origin Pill. The pill recipe for this 5 Viscera Returning Origin Pill was lost long ago. Only the ancient pill emperor, Dongguanji, knew it. Even if I lent you this medicinal cauldron, it would be useless. Turtle Immortal, did you take aphrodisiacs and ruin your brain to bring such an unknown nobody here? To show off and gain attention?
Pavilion Master, Dongguanji's pill recipe has flaws. It's missing 1 heavenly material and earthly treasure, lacking yin and yang, and I have improved upon it by adding 1 ingredient to the recipe, Killing Blood Gross. It will make the effects of the 5 Viscera Returning Origin Pill greatly increase. This is the pill recipe. Please take a look.
You have immense guts to dare to take a fake pill recipe and try to deceive this pavilion master.
This was personally written by me. How could it be fake?
This is what I have seen in my life. The most supreme pill recipe. Unexpectedly. In terms of pill refining skill, surpassing the ancient pill emperor Dongguanji. But it doesn't matter. I've already said this recipe is fake. I just need to keep it. That way, if I quietly refine this 5 Viscera Returning Origin Pill, I can surpass Dongguanji. Pavilion Master, I heard this person was previously recognized as a divine son. He has a destiny that reaches the heavens. It's impossible for him to use a fake pill recipe to deceive you. Guards, drive this swindler out of the Pill Treasure Pavilion.
Wait.
Unknown nobody, petty scoundrel, to dare to, in front of the Pill Treasure Pavilion Master, show off your meager skills. Do you know,
The film
these
was
2 enforcement
translated
disciples are
and
both at the Golden
narrated
Core
by
stage.
M-Media.
Today, even if you had wings, you couldn't escape my Pill Treasure Pavilion. I'd like to see what other tricks you have up your sleeve.
Even if you want to seize this 5 Viscera Returning Origin Pill recipe, you won't be able to refine it.
Death is imminent. You're still trying to act mysterious in front of this Pavilion Master.
Pavilion Master, refining the 5 Viscera Returning Origin Pill requires a supreme grade container, the purple fire glazed cauldron. It also requires a soul like that of an immortal emperor to temper and fuse it, if I'm not mistaken. You only have a low-grade spiritual root, even if you cultivated for 50 years. You would only be a low-grade alchemist.
Spouting nonsense. When this old man was young, I was a young prodigy. And this old man's spiritual root is now even more. The older, the stronger. I'm the master of this Pill Treasure Pavilion. That is due to my strength.
Pavilion Master, stop being stubborn. I observe that your spiritual root is both small and short. If you don't believe me, see for yourselves.
So small.
Don't look. My spiritual root is like this because I recently sampled some pills. My body is unwell, so it's temporarily this short. It's usually long.
If I haven't guessed wrong, you took the 8 treasure spiritual whip pill, right?
When I refined this secret medicine, absolutely no one else saw it.
Seeing the withered state of your spiritual root, I can guess that you took the 8 treasure spiritual whip pill.
This spiritual medicine comes from an ancient pill formula. How would you know? You must have just gotten lucky like a blind cat catching a dead mouse. You just happened to guess right.
I guess. You've only seen the first half of the scroll, and the second half was your own deduction.
How do you know? What kind of monster are you?
The reason you have this symptom is precisely because you only read the first half of the scroll, while the second half contains one most important medicinal ingredient. You didn't know about it, so the more you took it, the more your spiritual root suffered backlash, becoming shorter and shorter.
Young hero Lin, you must save me.
Very well. I have a way to help you recover your yang energy.
Benefactor, please speak quickly.
This is the 3 yang primal chaos pill. It is refined using the method of ultimate rigidity and yang. You mistakenly took the spiritual pill, leading to the accumulation of yin poison in your body. And this primal chaos pill can just neutralize the accumulated poison in your body. Moreover, try circulating your meridians in reverse to expel the poison and restore yang energy. Perhaps it can even help you break through your realm.
It's too amazing. In the blink of an eye, the pavilion mass of spiritual root rapidly swelled and rose, like the golden-bound cudgel of my beloved disciple Sun Wukong, standing tall and unstoppable. It's too incredible. Benefactor, you are truly my second parent.
Pavilion Master, now then, can I borrow your pill furnace?
Everything in my pill treasure pavilion you can use freely.
Finally, I've refined it. Oh no. A great calamity is approaching. I must return to the Lingshan sect immediately.
Disciple, although the 5 Viscera returning origin pill can accelerate the flow within your meridians and instantly condense spiritual energy, often things turn into their opposite when they reach an extreme, once you cannot withstand the pressure of the converging spiritual energy. The blade pill will be destroyed. At that time, you will also be destroyed. Therefore, you must be careful when comprehending.
Disciple understands.
Although Lin Feng mobilized a large amount of spiritual energy within his body to circulate his meridians, the distance to refining the ultimate undying blade body is like a firefly compared to the bright moon. Unreachable. What? He actually used the realm of the Chaos Blade art to draw upon the spiritual energy of heaven and earth. It seems he has reached the great completion realm of the undying blade body. The junction bell rings. The sect is in urgent danger. Disciple, this is the moment for you to refine, the crucial moment for the ultimate undying blade body.
The film was
You must concentrate fully.
and
Do not be
narrated by
distracted.
M-Media.
Lingshan sect. Do you think this weak sect protection array can stop me? This black dragon's cultivation is to hide. The sect protection array we set up has already been cracked by the shop.
This is bad. A breach has appeared in the sect protection array. If the evil dragon kills its way in, the consequences will be unimaginable. I'm afraid the Lingshan sect is facing annihilation. Is heaven trying to destroy my Lingshan sect?
King He. Fortunately, you arrived in time. Otherwise, the consequences would be unimaginable.
The sect protection array can only last for half an hour once our spiritual energy is depleted. That evil dragon will swallow us all.
Master, what should we do now?
What can decide the Lingshan sects? Survival or destruction now is probably only Lin Feng.
Oh no. Too much spiritual energy has gathered in my body. The blade core can no longer bear it.
What can decide the Lingshan sects? Survival or destruction now is probably only Lin Feng.
Lin Feng.
As long as you hand over Lin Feng, the Lingshan sect will surely be safe and sound. Otherwise, I will slaughter everyone here, leaving not a single blade of grass. The sect protection array can no longer hold. If we don't hand over Lin Feng, the Lingshan sect will truly be annihilated.
What nonsense are you two spouting? Lin Feng is a disciple of my Lingshan sect. If anyone dares to touch him, they'll have to get past me, Qinghe, first.
Qinghe, we don't want this either. But this evil dragon's strength has already reached the heavenly immortal realm. His strength is unfathomable, even if the sect master comes out of seclusion. I'm afraid he won't be his match. This is also a measure of last resort.
Elder, my Lingshan sect is a righteous and renowned sect. If the matter of sacrificing a sect disciple to the evil dragon gets out, our sect will surely lose all its prestige, and it will be difficult to establish ourselves in the Divine Ruins Kana in the future.
That's right. Senior brother is the divine son of the Lingshan sect, and even more so, the hope of the sect. We absolutely cannot compromise with the evil dragon.
What do you know? How can you disciples interrupt the elders' discussion?
You bunch of black sheep. For the sake of a mere Lin Feng, are you going to abandon the entire sect?
In my Danshan, the cracks on the saber edge are increasing.
Esteemed elders, at this moment, our sect is at a critical juncture of life and death. All disciples must be prepared to sacrifice themselves at any time. Sacrifice the individual for the greater good. As the former divine son, Lin Feng. At this time, he should step forward and lead by example, shouldn't he?
Right. Well said. There's indeed some truth to these words.
What kind of twisted logic and heresy is this? Sacrificing senior brother only proves our Lingshan sect is incompetent. Li Si Wen, I think you have ulterior motive. You want to harm my senior brother.
Yes, Li Si Wen. What exactly are your intentions?
Guards, seize these traitors for me.
Just a mere inner disciple. Yet you dare to cause trouble. I'd like to see who dares to move.
I have the sect master's token in hand. Seeing the token is like seeing the sect master himself. Why are you not bowing?
Greetings, sect master.
How did the sect master's token get into his hands?
I stole this token earlier while the sect master was in seclusion. As expected, it came in handy.
Master, there must be something strange about this token. Why should we kneel?
This is the Lingshan sect's iron rule of 1,000 years. The holder of this token can command the sect.
Rise.
Thank you, sect master.
You really can't think straight. You just have to side with that weakling who became the divine son through trickery. Back during the competition. If I hadn't been careless and negligent, he would have been beaten to death by me long ago.
My senior brother has world-shaking talent. How could a despicable person like you compare?
You stinky girl, wait until that weakling appears. I will let you see with your own eyes how I ride him under my crotch. Guards, execute these weaklings on the spot. Hang their corpses on the sect peak. As a warning to others, you brought disaster upon the sect. Countless disciples of our sect died tragically at the hands of that evil dragon. Yet you still dare to stand here so righteously? Shameless.
Lin Feng, you are a
The film
disciple
was
of the Lingshan
translated
sect.
and narrated by
But this
M
catastrophe was
Media.
caused by you. If you want to stop sacrificing the innocent, our only way is to send you out.
Yes, Lin Feng.
The Chaos Azure Dragon is cunning by nature. Do you think sending me over can guarantee the sect's safety? The urgent task now is for everyone to unite and fight the evil dragon together.
You jinx! You've harmed the sect like this. And you're still spouting nonsense? I'm ashamed for you, Lin Feng. If you're afraid of death, just say so. Don't beat around the bush here.
I, Lin Feng, have long been unafraid of life and death. I'm just reminding everyone not to fall for the villain's scheme of discord.
I think you, this weakling, are just trying to stall for time. Guards, execute this weakling on the spot for me. Send his corpse to that evil dragon.
Couldn't have imagined Lin Feng wouldn't take even half an hour to actually refine the ultimate Undying Blade body. It's truly unbelievable.
I have the sect master token in hand. Lin Feng, you weakling, you dare defy the sect, is that right? Lin Feng, even if you have heaven-reaching abilities. Before the sect master, you are nothing but an ant. Lin Feng, this sect master token is a solemn sacred object. If you dare resist even a little, you are opposing the entire sect. Today, I will definitely kill you.
Rebellious disciple, how dare you be disrespectful to my master?
Why did Taisheng call Lin Feng master?
Previously, he received guidance from senior brother. True person Taishan broke through his realm, so he wants to take senior brother as his master. Also, congratulations, master. From now on, you have one more grand disciple.
Master, your disciple is late.
Don't just call anyone your master.
A teacher for a day is a father for life. Ever since you made my spiritual root firm, you are my master. Rebellious disciple, why aren't you quickly apologizing to martial ancestor?
Old geezer. Tishan, you dare hit me.
I'm hitting you. Today, I will come for Zhao Yao sect. To cleanse the sect.
I have the sect master token in hand. Do you dare defy the sect? Why aren't you kneeling quickly? Old geezer. Weren't you quite arrogant and overbearing just now? Come on. Today, I will make you traitors. Be buried with this trash.
This is the mark of the Chaos Azure Dragon. I said, how could you be so suddenly blatant? So you are that traitor who incited the sect.
Black dragon tattoo. Li Si Wen, how could my Zhao Yao sect produce scum like you? What a clever way to shift blame. You traitor who harmed fellow disciples. We almost fell for your trick.
Li Si Wen, if it weren't for Lin Feng tearing off your mask and proving his innocence, we would have been falsely accused. Today I will strip away your immortal bone, sever your spiritual root, and forbid you from cultivating forever.
Esteemed elders, it was all that evil dragon threatening me. I had no choice but to do it. Give me another chance. Give me another chance, elders. Lin Feng. Lin Feng, aren't you the divine son? Plead with them. Give me a chance. I will definitely be a good person. Give me a chance. I will properly repay Lingshan sect. Lin Feng.
In the cultivation world, there are all sorts of elixirs. But there is no medicine for regret.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Not good. The formation has been broken.
This. A bunch of ants. You still dare to try and block me with a low-level magic array? I'll pierce through your magic array. It's like poking through a window paper, so easy. Lingshan sect truly has no one who can fight.
Are you alright?
This evil dragon's strength is astonishing. I'm afraid even the eternal Great Emperor Lin Zhenjiao came. He wouldn't be his match. Disciple, quickly take your senior and junior sisters and leave first.
No. I want to personally slay him. I swear to defend Lingshan sect to the death.
Old friend. We meet again. You truly have a tough life. After turning to ash and smoke, you actually relied on your powerful soul and came back to life. But now, you are just a speck of dust in the foundation establishment stage. I just need to exert a little force, and I can blast you into dust.
In my previous life, in the Daluo Great World, I was harmed by you. Fortunately, heaven gave me another chance. This time, I must properly teach you, this beast, a lesson.
Lin Feng. In my previous life, I seized your divine position, but I could never attain the Great Tao. One day, I suddenly discovered that your powerful soul power had drifted to this continent. Only by killing you again and seizing your soul can I break through the final taboo.
Beast. Attaining the Great Tao relies on saving the beings of the three realms, and the compassion that arises from it. Not on slaughter like yours.
Mercy. Then kneel down and pray hard that mercy can save your life. Die.
Disciple.
Oh my god, it's too terrifying. Is this the strength of the heavenly immortal realm? Just by moving a finger, he can twist heaven and earth around.
In front of such terrifying power, Lin Feng is simply a mayfly trying to shake a tree. I'm afraid he hasn't even gotten close to him before being shaken into dust by the fluctuations of spiritual energy.
Looking at it this way, senior brother is truly in great danger.
Lin Feng, an ant cannot topple an elephant. you should obediently destroy your cultivation and give me your soul. Maybe then, I can leave them with intact corpses.
I won't let you succeed.
A dead duck with a stubborn beak. Then I shall grant your wish. The gap between you and me is like being separated by several voids. Do you really think you can kill me? Delusional.
Well, overbearing pressure. It feels like heaven and earth are shaking and distorting. This strike, I fear, would shatter even a body cultivator. In the incarnation stage,
Master, did I just join your sect? Only to see you off at the end. Getting more and more interesting. I thought by suppressing my realm, I could easily grind you to dust and scatter your ashes. I didn't expect I still underestimated you.
What? I just unleashed the full spiritual power of the ultimate, undying blade body. He's still just suppressing his realm.
Such powerful spiritual power suppression, my head is about to split open.
Lin Feng.
Senior brother.
disciple. The dragon-slaying blade is now one with Lin Feng. Now that the saber body is shattered, it means his Danshan is severely damaged. I'm afraid he doesn't have long to live.
Master, I'll fight you to the death. Master, can you specks of dust stop being so restless? Lin Feng, you are still just mud from a stinking ditch, destined to be useless. Why not? Give me your soul to help me attain the great Tao.
Junior sister, hurry and go. Don't mind me. Hurry and go.
You are not allowed to hurt my senior brother.
Hurry and go.
Yankee.
Vows to protect my senior brother.
Lin Feng, you truly are a person deeply devoted to love.
Junior sister. Junior sister. Junior sister. It's senior brother's fault. I harmed you. Junior sister.
Seeing as you beg me, I'll give her back to you. Lin Feng, in your previous life, you were at least a Duluo great emperor. In this life, you're crying for a woman? Absolutely disgraceful. Among the myriad words in the world, only the word love is the most deadly. Now, I'll send you to reunite. As expected, you know what's best. Knowing that struggling is futile. Waiting for death is your best choice.
A 1,000 heavy tribulations, 100 lifetimes of hardship, eternal and fleeting. In a snap of the fingers, entering the mortal world. People are gone, desires are empty. See heaven and earth. See oneself. See sentient beings.
You actually cultivated them. Immeasurable blade intent where all things can be blades? Impossible. I already destroyed his Danshan. He's already hanging by a thread. How did he cultivate the immeasurable blade intent? Absolutely impossible.
The film was translated
I must be
and
hallucinating.
narrated by
Cultivating
NVIDIA.
immeasurable blade intent requires sensing all things in heaven and earth, and attaining the great Tao. You, Amir, the ants trapped in love tribulations. How they are forged.
Verifying the great Tao is not merely cutting off desires, but the heart of compassion that arises. After experiencing the emotions of all beings in heaven and earth, the Tao patterns contained within the universe. Also, don't just hold cold Zen intent, but love filled with compassion.
Playing mysterious. I will make you turn to ash and vanish right now.
1/ Gigsu.
Lin Feng.
Lin Feng, don't get happy too early. I was careless just now. What you just defeated was merely one of my projections. I will return. I must take your soul.
Yinqi's divine soul has already drifted into the river of stars. Its whereabouts unknown. Even if found, it would be very difficult to bring her back to life.
It is said that on the Divine Ruins continent, in another plane, there is a way to resurrect Junior Sister there. No matter what, I must go and try. Disciple. Master and Senior Sister Lingxi. I'll leave them to you to take care of.
Master, please rest assured. We will miss you.
Lin Feng, I heard that the continent in another plane has gathered many evil demonic beasts. You must be extra careful.
Rest assured, Senior Sister Lingxi. I'm leaving.